Fear of doing things that had not been done.
It's flat, so we can do all the chase stuff we want to do. We can have our actors run through it. Cool, that was great. But
it just became big.
the first concept, and maintained for months like that.
Been done before. There's so many elements to make something happen. And the people we work with were fantastic and understood the vision.
When we looked at the world of the Maya, there were some fascinating aspects of their culture. How they lived, what their religious beliefs were, what their spiritual world looked like, what were their customs, what were they doing in terms of their ceremonies. There was a real need for the audience to feel that they were watching something real. They had to buy into the story from the moment they saw the first characters on the screen.
We talked to a lot of people, archaeologists and professors, and there was a lot of reading to be done. So that was pretty interesting. The social mores, the customs, their beliefs.
You come in and be very proud.
Very sophisticated civilization, at the same time very brutal.
It beats a couple of times, then he takes it away. Stay up and try and watch it go.
We did a lot of location scouting, huge amounts. We went to Guatemala, we went to Costa Rica. My biggest memory of Costa Rica is Mel's back, because we just kept walking through these jungles and forests, trek after trail after trek, just looking everywhere, and trying to find the right place to shoot. But the jungle there was too thick, and we couldn't see into it.
I'm gonna laugh at the monkey.
And what I needed for a film like this was, some level area that you could swing a cat in, with flat areas and places where you could build sets.
And so Mel went to Mexico, and I didn't go with him. And he went to see this jungle there that had been told about by Anna Roth, who is the production manager on the film.
It was basically jungle. They wanted jungle, and the fact that it was Mayan made it logical to be sort of like put together in Mexico.
There, bang, 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 bang. And so he went to see this piece of jungle, and he called me, and he said, "Dude, I found it. I found the jungle." And I said, "Wow, cool. What's it like?" And he goes, "It's beautiful."
Action!
It's flat, so we can do all the chase stuff we want to do. We can have our actors run through it.
Cool, that was great.
But the best thing about it is you can see deep into this jungle. And it's got these huge trees, and they really create the scenes. I mean, they really add to the atmosphere.
There's a serenity to it.
In Mexico, we were able to find some primary rainforest. Some really impressive stuff. I mean, as you saw, these trees are amazing.
That was beautiful.
So we chose Catemaco, the village that was near this piece of jungle, as our base for the next 5-6 months.
But you're out there for those 2 exchanges. I want to see you smiling and enjoying it, laughing. Okay. And go. Action.
We started with a small group in the jungle where the requirements were not so big. We had a normal crew. And then as we approached the city, in order to fulfill the needs of the visual concept, as far as wardrobe, makeup, hair, it just became big, big, big. We're talking 700 extras. 700 extras is not such an outstanding figure, but the visual concept is so complicated that each one of these extras has a makeup person and a hair person and a wardrobe person. And if you multiply it by 700, that is a lot of people. I suggested to Tom Sanders, what about doing the city in a bigger place? Some place where I could house all the people that were required.
So we then moved to Veracruz, where we had built the city set.
The camera's going past and you just go...
There's a tremendous effort being made for it to be real. Of course, some people say, well, you could do it all in CG, or you could do it all in models, you know. But really, Mel said, well, you know, I need to have a city there. I need to see something.
And you can turn from side to side, and, you know, and you can kind of more or less control it.
Well, they had to be practical. And you had to be able to walk people through it and march them upstairs and look at them from down the bottom and have things roll down. And so there was a lot of work required for that. It took a long time.
And Tom Sanders, production designer who'd worked with Mel before on Braveheart, came on very early on and decided to build this city for us. Something that will never be seen in film again, that you may have seen way back in the great Cecil B. DeMille epics, or Cleopatra, or like Ben-Hur, or whatever it may be, where the actual Mayan city that we are shooting in was mostly constructed right there before our very eyes. The huge pyramid temples and the marketplace. When you actually see that marketplace sequence, you'll almost, I think, be able to smell it off the screen. It looks so real.
I mean, it's like a time machine here.
These elements, the shanty town, the terraced fields that you'll see in the lime quarry, and the tree fall. Everything that you will see in this film were actual, real elements that we shot. The main components of the city were designed and built there for us on set and maintained for months like that.
Frank on drums.
The real sets were the way to go, and the people there had a real sense that they were in a place. I mean, it was awesome to walk in there, even empty. You know, you'd walk in there and you go, woo.
I remember when we shot the village scene where the storyteller's telling a story. I remember that was the first time during the shoot when everybody involved in the film came to the set.
Okay, guys, start clearing, please. Quiet all around. Silencio, por favor. We're ready to shoot. All cameras set, guys. Atención, speed.
And the storyteller's telling a story. And then when he finishes, this music starts to happen. People slowly get up and dance. And then you see Mel in the middle, conducting it. Okay, now you slowly rise. Now start to dance. Now you guys stand up, and now you move. And I just remember everybody crowded around the monitor, staring at the scene.
That was a big opportunity and a big responsibility.
You just see these images or a way of looking at something that's kind of exciting. It's kind of a magic thing. It's so vivid, so defined, so beautiful.
It was perfect.
We have ceramics and sculpture and monuments that give us an idea of what the Maya were doing, how they were dressed, the types of jade ornaments they were wearing, tattooing and scarification on their faces, on their bodies. It was a method of display.
There was a lot of elegance, even the way they chose to see themselves.
You're showing yourselves off. You want to be seen.
Very elegant, very stylized.
The Mayans had many styles of beauty. Looking good for the others was an obligation.
For her?
There is actually a lot of information on how the Mayans wore their empire. The challenging thing was how to interpret all these